LGU Dap-ay structure. Article 7. The organizational structure of the interface of I is composed of General Assembly, Legislative, Executive, and the Council of Elders. The General Assembly shall be the highest decision-making body of the Dap-ay Ditubo from Barangay Dap-ay, Dap-ay Federation to the tribal level. It is composed of Chairman, Vice Chairman, and Secretary. All expenditures incurred during official activities shall be charged against the budget of the Executive Department. The Supreme Council shall follow the 3-year term of the local government officials. They can be reselected as determined by the Council if performance warrants. The General Assembly shall be composed of representatives from different GO and NGO sectors such as the following, for a total of 254 representatives. The duties and functions of the General Assembly: to serve as jury to settle all major cases, issues, and problems, to oversee all the affairs and the general operations, activities of the civil society organizations within the ancestral domain, to serve as consultative body of the executive and legislative branch that aids legislations that help in the planning and implementation of municipal programs, to ensure the proper consultation and implementation of free, prior, and informed consent in all major projects within the ancestral domain, to coordinate with the PNP on matters affecting the maintenance of peace and order within Tubo as well as on external affairs, to approve plans and policies governing the AD formulated by the Lapot Councils. The executive branch and all its instrumentalities shall exercise the same powers, duties, and functions as provided in Section 444, 16, and 17 of the Local Government Code, with priority consideration to the primary of customary laws towards an efficient, effective, and a culture-based governance for the general welfare of the indigenous people in the municipality. The legislative branch or the Sangguniang Bayan shall exercise the same powers, duties, and functions as provided for in Section 447 and 16 of the LGC with priority consideration to the observance of customary laws in legislation. As such, the formulation of the ancestral domain and the interface of I policies and ordinances towards an efficient, effective, and a culture-based governance for the general welfare of the indigenous peoples of the Bo. The Council of Elders. The Dap-ay Ditubo shall organize and establish a Council of Elders in every barangay, which shall be composed of 15 to 20 members, depending on the population size of each barangay. There shall be no term of office of the members of the Barangay Council of Elders. They can continue serving as long as they can still meet the minimum qualification of elders. The IP mandatory representative, besides his duties and functions to the Sangguniang Bayan, he shall act as an overall coordinator to monitor, supervise, and provide technical assistance as needed to the activities of the Council of Elders. The minimum qualification of the Council of Elders are the following. The Council of Elders' power, rights, duties, and functions in barangay and municipal level: to formulate standard rules, policies, and guidelines in accordance with customary laws that should be observed in the barangay, to act as a Dap-ay justice for the settlement of all unsolved cases, issues, and problems in the barangay, to recommend to the barangay or municipal council any customary practices and other matters that need to be formally regulated, to serve as consultative body to the barangay or municipal officials, employees, and educators in development planning, research, and documentation of customary laws and other related matters, to impose disciplinary action to any person in the community who is found guilty against the customary laws and other related policies and ordinances, to monitor and evaluate any project implementation within the barangay or municipal to ensure transparency in governance, to establish good relationship, close coordination and partnership with the barangay and municipal officials. Lastly, to evaluate and select through consensus process the candidates who are running for elective officials and recommend for the final approval by the Barangay General Assembly.